So today we are going to be looking about 6 things you should look for while purchasing a creatine, or even if you're not into the fitness industry or you're making your way into it and you do not know your way about it. So this video is actually for you because we are going to be diving into the 6 things you should look for while trying to purchase a creatine or even thinking about going into that aspect. Okay, I will also be adding a bonus which would be making it 7. Yeah, so do make sure to stick around and listen to every details that I have for you in this video. So with that being said, let's just dive right into the video. So one on the list is the type of creatine that you're purchasing. It's important and essential for you to know the kind of creatine that you are absolutely trying to purchase in the market. You don't want to go overboard. You don't want to opt for something that is too expensive because you are absolutely looking for something that would give you the result that you want. And the best form of creatine, which has been proven by research and many studies, is creatine monohydrate. Creatine monohydrate, and I have that here with me. Let me show you guys. Creatine monohydrate. You can see creatine on the label here, monohydrate this side. Yeah, maybe you guys are able to see it because this video is on cinematic. Yeah, so creatine monohydrate is the most studied and people's most favorite. Okay, many research has been done on it and it is one of the most studied supplements in the world globally. There is no supplement that has much research or much studied on it than creatine monohydrate. So creatine monohydrate is the best form of creatine, and the best part is that it doesn't require you to break the bank. Okay, it doesn't break the bank. It doesn't cost a fortune. It costs less, though in my country it might cost a little bit more, but depending cost, our currency. Yeah, so the second on the list is purity and quality. It is important for you to know the kind of you know quality of the creatine that you're absolutely purchasing. You don't want to purchase any form of creatine or any form of creatine monohydrate. You want to purchase the best quality, the ones that has everything listed, the ones that are transparent. You don't want to purchase just because it's creatine, you just go and grab it, or because the seller tells you that this is absolutely the best one, you just go on. No, you need to do your research. You need to know the kind of things they use in making that creatine. Okay, it's very, very important. And one other things you should be looking for in terms of purity and quality is micronized. It is very, very important to look for this whenever you're trying to go or opt for a creatine. Okay, check the label. You should see something like micronized. Mine is 100% micronized. So what does this mean? It is very, very easy to dissolve in water. Yes, and it is very, very easy on our stomach. Okay, our body will better much more absorb this one than any form of creatine monohydrate. 100% micronized, and this one won't upset your stomach, unlike those other ones that maybe a lot of people or some people might have, and they will feel like, oh, it's causing them cramps, it's causing them this, they are feeling bloated or whatsoever. The 100% micronized won't do that to you. So look for the ones that have micronized on them. Okay, micronized is very, very essential in your creating journey. Yeah, third on the list is gonna be ingredients. It's very, very imperative for you to know the ingredients, to check on the ingredient labels that are already stipulated on the creatine bottle or container. Yeah, do make sure to look, scrutinize everything to check and see if there are any other things listed on the ingredient label apart from creatine monohydrate. Then you know that that is not the one for you, because you only want to see on the ingredient label creatine monohydrate. You don't want to see anything aside from creatine monohydrate. You don't want anything that contains sweeteners and fillers, artificial and sweeteners or whatsoever. Okay, or unnecessary addictive and whatever. You don't want those things. You want unflavored creatine. You don't want flavored creatine. You're not looking for anything aside from this on the ingredient label. This is what you should look for on the ingredient label. You only want to see creatine monohydrate. Anything aside from that, please do make sure to stay away from it, else you have your reasons for opting for that. Okay, because maybe your preference and other people's preference are not actually gonna be the same, because everybody has a choice in life. Yeah, so next on the list is gonna be certification. Certification is very, very important. You don't want to use a creatine that is not satisfied, that is not backed by science, that doesn't have on the label that it has been proven by science or whatsoever. Okay, you want a creatine that has been studied, that shows on the label that it is fully backed by science, like mine is fueled by science and many other sports. Yeah, this one is made by esports in the United States. Yeah. So you want to look for certifications like NSF certified for sport and informed sport, USB verified. These are the things you should look for on the creatine lab in terms of certification and many other things. Should you not see forward by science or backed, by sports activities or whatsoever. Okay, something like that is mostly for. It's for everybody. It's not just for those that work hard. It is for everybody. Okay, and it is very, very important to make sure that you know that the creatine that you're ingesting or taking is forward or backed by science or by many other studies. Okay, yeah, it has been checked by Food and Drug Administration control, because this thing is something that you're taking into your system. You don't want anything bad to go wrong. Okay, you don't want anything to go wrong. You want to get the best result. You want to get something out from what you paid your money for. Okay, yeah. Next is going to be packaging and brand. Packaging and brand is very, very important. It is very, very important to look at the brand that you're purchasing. You don't want to purchase any kind of brand. You want to purchase the brands that are trusted, brands that are transparent with their ingredient labels, brands that prioritize high quality ingredients rather than choosing any form of ingredient, and as well brands that has done a lot of research on their creatine. Yes, although creatine monohydrate, and research has shown that it is the best form of creatine, it is also important to look, to see, and to check whether the brands has done their own research on the creatine that they are manufacturing, okay, or producing. Yes, and remember, it's creatine monohydrate. Anything aside from this, maybe it's gonna be for other reasons, but in terms of building muscle and as well strength and being able to lift as much heavy weight as you would want to, it's important for you to opt for creatine monohydrate. Next on the list is gonna be, which is gonna be number 6, is gonna be dosage and serving size. Dosage and serving size is very important. The typical dosage and serving size is 3 to 5 gram. Mine is 5 grams, yeah, per scoop. So it is also important for you to look at this. You don't want to purchase a creatine that requires you to take multiple scoops for you to reach this kind of grams. Okay, it's because it's so tiring. Is it all the time that you will be going for this? No, you don't want to be going for this 3 times or 4 times in a day. 1 or 2, you're good to go. You don't want multiple scoops. Like mine now is just 1 scoop, 5 grams. It's stipulated on it. Yeah, that is the kind of grams you should be going for. You don't want those that are underdosed. Okay, you want those that has the required gram, which is 3 to 5 gram. Mine is 5 grams. Okay, yeah. So the last, which is also the bonus that I promise you guys, is gonna be price. Price matters. Okay, you don't want to purchase a creatine that is too expensive or that is overpriced. Okay, it's not what we are here for. We are spending our money and we want to get a good result. It's not about the price. It's not about purchasing a creatine that is enormous. You want to purchase a creatine that is backed and fueled by science, that is backed by something. You don't just want to purchase something because of the price. Any creatine monohydrate that is overpriced or too expensive, just know that it's brand gimmick. They are trying to play with you guys, okay, or to eat your money. Just make sure that your purchase creatine monohydrate is inexpensive. It's not expensive. It's not exorbitant. So do make sure to prioritize brands that are transparent, brands that are honest with their ingredient label, brands that stipulate everything on it, that has what you need or what has been mentioned on this video, because they are transparent and honest. that is what you want. You don't want to purchase something that is too expensive that at the end of the day you will not see any result. And someone that purchased a creatine monohydrate that costs only $10 or even $9 would begin to see much more result than you that purchased a creatine monohydrate that costs there about $50 or $100 or $100, whatever you call it in your country. Yeah, so that's it. That's all for today. Okay, I hope you do enjoy this video, and maybe some other time I will be releasing or creating a content in terms of the health benefits of creatine monohydrate or creatine to our system. So do make sure to enjoy the rest of your day, and as well try as much as possible to check the ingredient labels, to check the things on the creatine that you're purchasing. Make sure you're purchasing brands that are transparent. Peace, and do enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao. I'm gonna see you guys on the next side.